Hey everyone, I'm MrHarr, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Driftmoon. In the last episode, we traveled through what looked like to be the ruins of an ancient civilization that may have sunk underneath the ocean or something like that. And we got into this little beach right here where we met Bobby the Skeleton, who actually turned out to be our brother Robert in skeletal form. He was able to do that by holding the Gem of Ro for like hundreds of years, and then he eventually became a skeleton. And so now he's going to be able to help us on our quest. Now look at that. That is a lovely face. Anyway, so now we have Sarah, Velvet, and Robert, and we're going to be going down through, or back to the entrance, and we're going to go back on Steamy the submarine dude. I don't know why I called it a dude. It's a submarine. And Steam Whale. And going back to Driftmoon. Now, if you remember, I think, yeah. Well, I'll say that in a second. Phew, Sarah looks in the same direction, at the same time relieved and proud that you successfully gotten this far in your mission. I don't think I ever would have been on a stranger trip. Alright, I better get Steamy all set for departure. When you're ready to leave, just press that big red button again and we'll start our journey back. But before you press the button, you better make sure you haven't forgotten anything on the island, because I don't think Steamy is up for another trip like this anytime soon, and neither is Captain CatDog. Alright, I actually think we're ready, but here comes CatDog. If you remember, Captain CatDog was on the island of Eione before, and he saw Robert, this skeletal man, and he was terrified of him, and he hid from him, and yeah. So that explains what I'm about to read. It's him, the terrible undead man. Run for your lives. The captain looks about, ready to jump into the ocean and swim to a certain death in the currents of Eione, just to get as far away from Robert as possible. Calm down, Captain. He's not dangerous. He's my brother Robert. He's right behind you. What? Really? Your brother? Your brother? The captain takes a few deep breaths. Well, I can't say I see the resemblance, but if you're so certain, I should probably take your word for it. Captain examines Robert critically. I have to tell you, Robert, you were really scaring the flying flabberfish out of me the last time I was on this island. CatDog and Robert shake hands. I have always trusted a man with a firm handshake, and you are all right in my book, Mr. Skeleton. The captain leans over to you and lowers his voice. I have to admit, though, that brother of yours still gives me the shivers. CatDog takes a quick peek at Robert, then shakes his head and smiles. So, Harrison, Robert, are you ready to get started? I'm anxious to get away from here. Don't worry, we'll leave soon. I think we actually are ready, so let's go ahead and press the button. Steamy engines kicks to life with a mighty roar, and the beautiful but dangerous island of Eione is left behind. The return trip is no less perilous than the trip to Eione, but your offers to help Sarah and CatDog navigate the submarine are politely refused. As you pass the time talking with Robert, you start to realize just how much was lost during his long wait. He remembers only tiny parts of your childhood, and has forgotten nearly all of your adventures together. The evil mage who had taken over Robert's smithy, the huge spider, and even the ancient guardian elder, and even Fizz. Robert tries to tease Fizz and chats cheerfully with the other people, but when alone with you, he describes his lonely life on Eione. There's a melancholy in him that is quite hard to describe. It's as if he knows that he's lost something much more important than his flesh, and that there's no way to get it back in this life. You shudder at the thought of Robert spending 1,000 years on the isolated island, then the cursed gem wrapped tightly in his hand, his flesh slowly rotting away. He didn't have to do any of this. He could have just settled down somewhere and lived a happy life in the past, but he chose the hard way, to be here with you and to face the monster king Ixal. The gems feel heavy in your pocket. Reassembling the Pendant of Resurrection means going to the very heart of Ixal's empire, the dreaded fortress of Mors-Sarmeth. Is your father still alive in its dungeons? Can you find a way to defeat Ixal? As the submarine finally approaches the caves under Norman docks, you do your best to prepare yourself for the inevitable battle against the evil king. One thought rises above all others, a thought almost unthinkable to consider. What will happen if you fail? This game just got deep. That, Harrison, was quite an adventure. I really enjoyed it. It's been so invigorating adventuring these last few days with you. I feel like Sarah suddenly jumps up looking surprised. Wait, that's it! I've just realized something I must do. I have to go and get started right now. I don't have time to explain. Wait, where are you going? I have really important work to do, and I have to get started right now. If it's to be done on time. I'm sorry. I really want to come fight you with you to fight King Ixal, but you'll have to go on without me, please. Just promise me you'll be careful. I don't know what I'd do if something awful happened to you. She looked straight into your eyes, her beautiful face full of concern and kindness. Then her cheeks turned red. A tear trickles down her cheek, and she runs away. Okay, I guess we'll get our... Oh, Captain CatDog sighs. Jumping juggernauts. There she goes again. Maybe she can be just like that when she really gets going. Maybe something, must be something important. Well, it may be good that she has something to do here at the docks, because this place should be safer than the place we're headed. The captain smiles for a while, then he adjusts his jacket and starts cleaning his licorice pipe. Oh well, I must get started. It's a long way to this. What did you say it was again? Fortress of Mors-Sarmeth. Mors-Sarmeth, are you ready to come with me? Aye, the blue-bellied barrelfish that destroyed my harbor nearly froze me to death, and to top it all, he broke my ship. Hear me, King Exel, I'm coming to get you. Cat-Dog waves his licorice pipe in the air angrily. You've got a great attitude. Let's go. Okay, before we go, let's pick up. I want to make sure we get everything. All of the stuff that Sarah had. So unfortunately, our really cool team doesn't last that long. If we try to talk to, can I get a look at what you're carrying? Nope, no one will take away my pipe. Not you, not anybody. So we can't really give him anything. If we talk to Robert, we could ask him about this stuff, but I don't think we really need to. Let's give him this, which does the same amount. Yeah, he can hold it. Let's give him stuff for gloves, blood mail, chain mail, thingy mail. And does he have we have a helmet for him somewhere, right? Have we not been wearing this? Let's equip that, I guess. Thorn circlet, that's what he gets. We could probably give him a bow and the bottom was quiver, actually. I'm not sure if that would work out, though. Or if it would actually work. Let's try it and see if... No. Oh, well, out of ammo. Well, here, have a bottomless quiver. Okay, so it looks like he can use it, which is interesting. I'm not sure if we'll have to switch it back and forth every time, though. If we do, then we probably won't end up using that, but oh well. Let's go ahead and let's get hatch. There it is. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Oh, actually, let's see if Sarah's here. No, just the petrified man. I don't know where Sarah went, actually. Oh, well, before we leave actually, we're gonna need to stop off at the monastery to give Leo that letter from his brother, but let's stop by the smithy real quick. There's a letter to Harrison. Dear Harrison, if you find this letter, then don't worry. We haven't been taken by Exel's troops, at least not yet. Brother Paul has asked us to come with him. I don't know what he plans, but it sounds very secretive. Best of luck to you, Harrison. William and Annie. Alright, well, I guess that means that they've gone to fight. Is there a letter? I don't know. I guess Saria. Oh no, she's over here. What's she got to say? Thanks for letting me say off word. Good luck. I thought it was I who saved your uncle, not you. I don't know. Good luck, Sierra. Okay. Where are you? Is that a glitch? I don't think that she's supposed to walk that way. Maybe she just wants to look majestic against the flying shark thing. Oh well. Let's go to the world map and stop by this monastery real quick. And wait for it. Okay, there we go. And I think Leo will be in here, maybe, if we're lucky. Oh, there we go. Leo. Nice to see you, Harrison. What brings you back? Did you have a brother named Max? Max? I do. Have you met him? How is he? Oh, his life as a pirate must be so much more exciting than mine. He's always telling me about the gold and the open seas, and the woman, too, I guess. Leo gazes into the distance with a longing look. I wonder if I should become a pirate, too. So, last episode we've actually found or maybe episode before last, we found a letter to Leo from his brother. It was like his brother had become a pirate, and he ended up writing a letter to Leo as he was dying on a ship. So that's what we found. And we're just going to tell him the truth. Your brother's dead, Leo. Don't go for piracy. Leo reads the letter carefully. Dead? Poor Max. That's awful. He was my only big brother. Leo's head falls between his shoulders, and he lifts his hands above his eyes. Then he looks up at you again. Dreadful as it is, I can't say I'm all surprised. They do take software piracy pretty seriously around here. Software piracy? You know, copying software without permission, paperback books and the like. You should have seen the lynch mob that recently, when one of them was discovered. I feel sorry for them myself. I'm sure they just don't know what they're doing. I think it's never too late to repent and mend your ways. That didn't... Okay, thank you for the help. Monastery, okay. Can't say that I expected that to go that way. But anyway, let's finally get to Mors-Sarmeth, or however you pronounce it. And here we go. Let's we'll grab this Inga root. Actually, I don't think that we can go... Wait, can we go this way? Or a certain amount? I've actually never been back here. Oh, we don't want to take that. Okay, I guess we can only go a certain amount. Yeah, it looks like it sounded like we stopped walking. Okay, well, that's interesting. Something just fell. Give me a second. Okay, sorry about that. I'm home alone and I heard something fall. I was a little worried, but it's nothing. So we, poison arrows, thank you pearl, and I think that's it. Oh wait, how many thank you pearls do we actually have? Because, oh, 15. Okay, I was gonna say we might need to buy some more to summon our golem dude, but oh well. We meet again, Harrison. Are you ready to come in with me? There will be no turning back once we've started. I'm ready. Let's go. Excellent. The timing could not have been better. After a long journey, you are finally met by the elusive monk, Paul the Librarian. He leads you through the nearby bushes to a clearing, on which stands a large dark cube. You've never seen anything like it on Driftmoon, and for some reason it sends chills running down your spine. It feels like something completely out of place, maybe even extra Driftmoonian. As Robert is about to open his mouth, Paul signals for him to be silent, anxiously absorbing his surroundings, as if waiting for something. Without speaking a word, Paul guides your group closer to the large black object, which is made from a material you can't recognize. Fluorescent green lights run on each side of the otherwise dark cube. As you approach the seamless exterior, a door suddenly opens on its side with a peculiar whooshing sound. Paul leads your group through right through the small entryway. Right, it's safe to talk now. The walls are completely soundproof. Thank the maker you're here, Harrison. Spiegel saw you approaching the crossing of Mors-Sarmeth, and I was in a real hurry to catch up with you before Ixel's troops spotted you. Paul gestures around him. What do you think? It was quite an ordeal obtaining the Mors cube, but with the help of a small group of Racken rebels, we finally managed it. But why did we have to get inside this creepy thing? Weren't we supposed to go to the impenetrable fortress of Mors-Sarmeth? That's right, Harrison, and that's where we shall go, to Mors-Sarmeth. Paul looks quite pleased with himself. You see, this Mors cube will enable us to sneak through the infamous gates of Mors-Sarmeth unnoticed. It's sort of an unfinished war machine that Ixo is building. They're transporting it inside the castle right now, and we're hitching a ride. They won't notice a group of people inside the cube, not as long as we keep the doors closed. They wouldn't dare inspect Ixel's prize war machine. Our Racken friends have just managed to persuade the soldiers transporting the Mors cube they deserve a little break. I just hope they'll keep out of the way long enough. You mentioned you had help from the Racken rebels. Who are they? As you may have noticed, most of the Racken have joined forces with Ixel, that murderous monster, but there's still some among them who oppose the new violent regime. The Racken weren't always like this, murderous and power-hungry. The rules don't believe Ixel's lies about delivering the Racken a life of immeasurable happiness and riches. That's what Ixel's been feeding the new Racken leaders. What will we do with this cube once it's been delivered inside the gates? Paul leans closer. Once the Mors cube is safely inside the court, we will rush out and fight. I will create a diversion to lure out the guards from inside the fort. There's a passageway that is easy to defend, and we can hold out for hours if we need to. Under the cover of the diversion, you and Robert will be able to go inside. Now remember, your main priority should be to find a way to purify the gems of their evil taint. No one but your father knows of a way to do this, and I believe that is precisely the reason Winston was captured. Ixel must have wanted to learn everything about everything that your father has found out about the gems. We have to free your father from getting any further. Have to free your father to get any further in our plans. Fortunately, we know that Winston is being held here in Mors-Sarmeth. Our spy, Sierra, has seen him being dragged here. She says that your father is not unharmed, and he was still well enough to shout curses at his captors. But we have no soldiers. How can you hold out Ixel's army all by yourself? Indeed, I cannot conquer this enemy alone, even if I tried. I cannot fight frail and old as I am. But I will do my best to channel the Maker's power to heal our fighters should any of them be injured. We shall soon see how many will come. It was very difficult to find volunteers for missions like this, but I managed to locate a few kind souls willing to fight for their freedom, and maybe Captain Catdog and Her Majesty the Queen Velvet can help us fend off some of the Racken warriors. But before either of them has a chance to reply, the cube's small door opens, and all kinds of people and creatures start pouring in. They all look startlingly familiar. And yes, the Boogeyman, Dandy, Charlie the Wombat, Fred the Piper, Saria the Night Wolf, Tooth actually, Birdie the Heroic, William, Arabella, what a place, Annie, Clegg, William. Alright, so these are, you probably noticed, these are all the people that we've helped on our side quest, and we are actually I'm going to pause this while we do this, because, just for a certain thing, you can actually talk to all these people, but I realize that not everyone is going to actually want to listen to me talk about all this. So there's actually going to be a private video. There will be an annotation on the screen and a link in the description. And it's just going to be a private video of me just talking to everyone in case anyone wants to see that. But if you don't, you can just keep watching this video and we'll be able to go inside and start fighting. So yeah, I'll be doing that private video right now, and anyone who's just going to keep watching this, I'll see you in a second. Okay, whoops, I am back. Alright, so if that video ended up being like 20 minutes long, I did not expect it to take that long, so if my voice sounds a bit different, it's because I just talked for 20 straight minutes. Alright, Paul, I'm ready, let's go. Excellent, just open the door and we'll be right behind you. I guess let's open this door. Dun dun dun. Sound the alarm. Oh, no. This guy shouldn't stand much of a chance. Alright. Oh, that's Robert following us. I don't know that there's anything behind here. Yeah, we'll get around to that area just in a second. Oh, come on, what was that? Did you see, like, a frame rate drop? Whoa, come on, what you doing? Let's talk to this Jumblebee. Hello, Buzz. Well, you almost speak like a human, Jumblebee, but what are you doing in that cage? Be down my prisoner. Will you help me, please? But no, nothing to reward you with. I have my captivity I deserve. The Jumblebee sounds miserable. Come on, Mr. Jumblebee, I think I'll just let you free anyway. You won't sting me, will you? Never again will I sting. I only stung once, and and my punishment this is. Yes, just a punishment it is for a villain like me. Bzz. But Ixel locked you in here because you stung him? Sting my captor I did not. My hive keeper stung I when young and foolish was I. During his whole wedding day big as a smebo lip his was, banished from the hive was I. Highly forbidden it is to sting, but no, after that I have not stung. In this cage those evil lizards locked me just because they caught me. Yes, Buzz. Just because they caught me, Buzz. Okay, well, we're just gonna let you go, because I don't really need to talk about all that. I'm pretty sure you've served enough of your sentence, Mr. Beta. Everyone makes mistakes after all. Here you go, you're free. Tell you a punch. Okay, we open it. Thanks, Crow Honey. Sure we have. Yeah, okay. Yes, okay, finally. Sorry, that's just kind of I'm not quite sure what that is. I wonder if there's something else you could have done. Oh well. So as you can see here, things are happening and they're fighting people. Don't worry, they can't really die, so it's not that big of a deal. Fred, what are you doing? Can Fred not fight because we have his pipe? I wonder. Oh well. If we talk to Paul, well, if we were damaged or had health taken, you know what I mean. If we lost some health, we could talk to Paul. Okay, so we're not going to be really doing much in this room or in this episode. Oh, yeah, let's talk to that guy. Take him out. Okay, so yeah, fair enough. Let's recharge that. Just because we don't have all that much time left, I think we're just gonna be able to talk to Bill, and that's about it. Boo! I am Bill, the invincible undead skeleton. I am pure evil. I just said that. If that's meant to intimidate me, it's not working very well. You're just a skull. You don't even have any arms. You little rat! Don't you realize that true evil needs no arms? The power of my mind are greater than the formidable Mount Marshmallow. What could a detached head like yours ever do to a warrior like me? Bah, I don't know. Okay, well, basically you need to talk to him and praise him. Oh no. So about what I said, I sometimes intentionally blot out insults, especially when I'm utterly terrified. I see you've come to see the truth of the evil ingeniousness that is Bill the Undead Skull. You may live, human. Thanks, I think. That's right, you better show some respect. No, I want to know all of Ixel's secrets. Ask someone else, I'm not stupid. Being such a thinker, you must know almost everything. Of course I do, I'm the great Ixel's right hand, am I not? There's no comparison to my evil intellectual superiority. Where'd you come from, Bill? He's immortal, I've always been, or he's always been, whatever. Feels like an eternity, not that I need to tell you anything, you nosy human. You're so intelligent, you must be a real expert. I'm an expert on King Ixel as well as everything else, just try me. Did Ixel make you? I made him, I made Ixel the notorious evil mastermind that he is. So Ixel and you go way back, I presume? Yes, I've known him from childhood, I taught him everything he knows. So if I asked Ixel about your friendship, he'd call you his best pal? No, you don't want to ask Ixel anything, that would be the end of you. That's the way my pal Ixel is, as evil as they get. Does Ixel have any weaknesses? Bah, nothing in this world I can defeat him, except for me. I could crush him like a bug, but I choose not to. Do you know where Ixel is now? I know everything, but I don't blather to my sworn enemies, even if they are insignificant little humans. Do you have anything else you'd like to tell me about Ixel? There's nothing that Bill wants to tell you about Ixel. You're free to steal. That's enough about Ixel, thanks. Why don't you have a body? Superior brains, no arms, evil, amazing, blah blah. Any words of wisdom? For my master, terror is only justice. What are you doing sitting there, Bill? Doesn't it get a little boring? I'm gonna like it. It's so evil, Booked Brack and Pals, jailed little jumbo beef just for the fun of it, but I still wouldn't mind seeing the inside of the fortress. Notoriously evil place. I'd fit right in. I thought that... Wait. Yeah, we were going to the fortress. I'm pretty sure there's a way we can pick him up. I'm kind of just wanted to... We don't really... I'll take you one more evil skull. Yeah. Okay, so, sorry if that last part was a bit strange with, Bill the Skull. I don't quite remember him that well, to be honest, so I was trying to just get through. I remembered that you could pick him up, and I was just trying to get to that. But anyway, next time we'll be going down into the fortress and hopefully getting started on defeating King Ixel. So, the gates look smaller than the cube. How did the cube fit through? I don't know. Magic, I guess? Oh wait, can we go through the gates? Oh, I guess that's not the gate. Anyway, okay, so next episode, like I said, we're going to the the dungeon, fortress thing. So until then, I hope you guys have an awesome day, /night, /morning, /evening, /whatever other vaguely specific time there is, and I think that is about it. So see ya!